A very pleasant morning to you all. Previous class we had discussed about what are habit forming substances. How these substances, when taken by an individual, he or she becomes addicted to it. We had discussed about what is the harmful effects of alcohol. Today we shall discuss about one of an important habit forming substance, that is alcohol. Alcohol is what? Its formula is C2H5OH, that is formed during anaerobic respiration during the partial oxidation or breakdown of glucose. So, intake of alcohol. Why does a person take alcohol? In the form of wine, whiskey, beer, etc. So, this has a stimulating effect on a person, but when taken in more amount, it is harmful. Got it? Now, why does one take alcohol? Number one, the first thing is that generally these days it is affecting the youth, and they take it in the form of pleasure and fun. That is, some party is there, birthday party is there, some sort of celebrations have to be made. They think it as a social status. If one takes alcohol, it has become a status symbol, a social status symbol, that if one takes alcohol, they stand apart from the others. Then it can also be taken when a person undergoes any stress, sorrow, despair or depression. When they are not able to express their feelings, their frustration, their stress, that in that case also they may consume alcohol. Clear? Now, why it is considered as harmful? But when I have already said that it acts as a stimulant. Stimulant means it helps to one to perform that work efficiently, but it also has harmful side effects. Clear? Now, what happens? First of all, the most harmful effect of alcohol is what? It affects the neuromuscular control and judgment. Clear? It reduces the alertness of mind and increases the reaction time. What do we mean by reaction time? Reaction time is the time taken by an individual. Individual means any person, to respond to an emergency situation, or how when an emergency situation comes, it delays the reaction time. For example, a person who is driving and is under the effect of alcohol, and suddenly when some emergency situation comes in the form of any other vehicle in front of any person, then it delays the time to apply brakes. And most often the road accidents, they have been, that is the main cause behind them is the intake of alcohol. Because once one is under the seduction of that alcohol, it reduces the judgment, the alertness of mind, and it delays the reaction time. Clear? Apart from this, what are the other harmful effects? What happens? Intake of excessive amount of alcohol increases the deposition of fat in the liver. So the liver is not able to function properly, and there is deposition of the cells of the liver become dead, and there is replaced by the normal healthy cells, replaced by the dead cells which are not removed easily. That is called as liver cirrhosis, clear, or liver cancer. That happens in the long run. Long run means what? When a person continues to take alcohol in more doses or more amount than required. Next, what is the harmful effect? It also causes brain damage. That means what? It leads to memory loss. A person may become unconscious, and in certain cases may also lead to death. And then what happens? What is the secondary effect? Secondary effect means what? The intake of alcohol, what does it do? It affects the economic conditions of a family. Got it? Now what happens if a person, especially we find that of the people belonging to the poor, that is low economic section of the society, many times you find that the mother may be a housemaid in or working in so many houses as a living to earn bread for the family members, and the male member is addicted to alcohol. So it leads to what happens? That is day-to-day quarrels and fights, and in sometimes what happens? It may also lead to crime. So what happens? Intake of alcohol may also affect the economic condition of the family. Clear? Thereby ruining the lives of the children and their future. Clear? So these are some of the harmful effects of alcohol. Then we have one most important and dangerous habit forming substance is narcotic drugs. Clear? What are narcotic drugs? Drugs means medicine. Clear? Now generally when do we take drugs or medicines? When one gets sick, or sometimes when there is an operation to overcome the pain, to reduce the pain. The doctors prescribe these drugs so that it induces sleep in them and reduces pain. But if one takes those medicines, a normal healthy person takes for that is he or she, then in that case what happens? It leads to harmful effects. It affects the health of the individual drastically. Clear? So next class we will be studying more in detail what do we mean by drug use, drug misuse and drug abuse. I'll tell you briefly. Like I said, drug use means what? When one takes medicines. Medicines means drugs as prescribed by the doctor to cure a disease or to overcome the pain or to get relief from pain. When we talk about drug misuse, misuse means what? Like suppose you are sick or you get hurt. Now in that case what happens? You know something about the medicines or the drugs and you take it for your own use without consultation with a doctor. That is drug misuse. Or if you take in more doses than required, that is drug misuse. Clear? And drug abuse means what? Like I said earlier, if a person is normal, healthy, and in spite of that he or she takes these medicines or drugs which induces sleep or will have a long-lasting harmful effect, then in that case that is called as drug abuse. Clear? So go through this. Alcoholism. Usually an individual, these days you find that the youth, we cannot blame only the boys. Even the girls are found to be intoxicated with alcohol, and they lose their their respect. And moreover, instead of having a beneficial effect, on the contrary, it has more harmful effects on a person. It also makes the immune system of the person weak. So we have done tobacco, then this one alcohol, and children, from the coming week you already have you are knowing about those doubt classes, that is on doubt online classes. So we shall be discussing about the chapters that we have done after the summer vacation, that is ecosystem and health and hygiene. Clear? So stay home, be safe.